What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley. I am David, and with my esteemed co-host over here, Racing Jason. What's going on, man?
What's up with you, man?
Oh, another day in paradise, man. You know. I'm
living the dream. One night you're at it.
That's exactly right. That's why I started telling them at work too. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about there.
Hashtag free K Dillard.
Yeah, if y'all were listening on the podcast, Jason's got on his K Dillard t-shirt.
The throwback,
the thriller,
the throwback. Yeah, that's right, to his dad. Yeah,
yep, for sure. So we'll get into that here real quick. Kale, what's up, buddy? Kale just said, "Hey."
What it is? What?
Kale is not happy with Cade. Kale's not happy.
Well, I mean, Dave, I got a major question for you though.
About that?
Yeah.
Huh? About that?
Yeah. I mean,
right,
I don't want.
We'll get into that in just a minute. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Man, racing, bro. I watched so much racing this past weekend. Well, that's all I do, really. You know that. I watched that doggone sprint cars from Tulare. Outlaws that. I'm a butcher. I know I am. I know my Mo Coconut.
They find the weirdest named places to put racetracks, I think.
He has a good name. Mo, oh my goodness, I just forgot it. Mo Coconut. Yeah, 2 times in a row. Yeah.
You did.
Watch that. What else did I watch? Oh, of course, Lucas Oil Topless 100. I think there was one more I watched. I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, I watched the pro late models at Anderson Cars Tour.
Oh yeah. They had the pros and the late model stocks up there, and our buddy Landon Lewis took home the win in the late model stock there. Glad to see him win it. I like Landon. There's a lot of people that or whatever about him, and he's and he drives Kevin Harvick, so some people are not happy, that he's whatever. I'm like, man, this boy can drive.
I got a question about why was Kevin and Keelan in Colorado and not right here at Anderson? Why was that?
They kind of had a deal, and this was before season even started. Once Keelan turned, 12 now, he could run. And that was Cars Tour. That was Cars Tour race. That was Cars Tour West. They're just trying to build that series out there. So
that makes sense. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So being that Kevin Harvick's got his name on a track in California, Kern County now, they wanted to kind of put them out there. And the thing is they have raced, I can't remember how many times it is now, 4 or 5 times against each other, and I think Keelan has outrun him every time now.
Oh, I thought it was 3. Really? Every time now?
Is it 3? It may have been. I'm not sure. Kale just asked which shirt you had on, so give him a good view of your shirt there.
Hashtag free K Dillard.
Oh, fun. Well, I tell you what I did all weekend. I sat in a hospital room. Jackson, our youngest, he come down with something. He come in our room. Well, it was Friday morning, Thursday night. It was about 2:00 in the morning. He come in our room coughing up a storm. And gave him something to drink, gave him settled down, kind of slept on and off. But then when he got up and stuff, his breathing looked kind of funny. And he, at the first of the year, we spent New Year's in the hospital because he had pneumonia. And
wow.
Yeah. So Anyway, Kayla took him to the ER, and doctor was like, "Yep, pretty sure he's got pneumonia." Blah 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 blah. You know, we're gonna get some X-rays, run some tests, everything else, and everything came back negative for pneumonia. Actually, and doctor was like, "There ain't no way."
Wow.
So that was good. The only thing he actually ever tested positive for was the rhinovirus, you know, the good old common cold. But his numbers, I think his oxygen level was down like 84, 85 when he went in there. And they gave him some breathing treatments and, you know, put him on fluids and all this other stuff.
His whole nasal passage blocked?
No. It just, no real reason other than, like I said, just had a cold.
Wow.
So they kept him until today. That was Friday. He went in Friday morning. They kept him until today. And he seemed to be good to go. They sent him home on some breathing treatments and stuff, but he's good to go other than that. So,
good news.
Yeah,
good news.
Yeah, he'll be good. So Kayla's tired or something. What? She slept in the hospital the whole time and all that fun stuff. You know how good a sleep you get up in them places.
Been there, done that with Dawn. Done that. Yeah.
No fun.
It's napping. It's not really sleeping.
That's it. Just close your eyes when you can.
Exactly. Yeah. I had a question. Oh, talk about at least with your son Jackson. Thank goodness Dustin Jarris. I think he's on the road to recovery now. That's good news.
Yes. Did they finally decide it was Lyme disease? I saw him.
I haven't really heard.
I saw something he put
post?
I saw something he posted, and he said certain levels were at something which pointed at Lyme disease, and I mean it didn't exactly, say it, but they said also the medicine that they gave him was for Lyme disease, and it was working. So that pretty much said it. That's what it was. So, but anyway,
that was Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So glad it's working for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yes. Well, good news for both of you, Jackson and Dustin Jarrett. All right.
Exactly. Oh, fun stuff, I guess. Woo. So yeah, I'm still a little tired myself. So, I told Jason before we got on here, I said we probably won't run as late tonight because I'm kind of wore out. I ain't even gonna lie. Playing was the race this past weekend, but that got scratched. So, it is what it is.
Florence got scratched?
No. Florence didn't. We just didn't because I was up at the hospital with him and stuff. So.
I did a Florence race this weekend or not. I know they alternate with Dylan. I didn't.
No, yeah, they raced this weekend. They had a decent crowd over there. All but street stocks, man. They had a double in late model stock. I think there was about 10 cars ish. Matt Cox took home the win in both of them. Let's see. Trucks. Willie Granger got up there and he took the win in it. Our buddy, Crybaby, Brandon Johnson, took home the win in the 4 cylinders again. I'm trying to remember all that was out there. Charger. Ricky Locklear Jr. took it. Brexton Bush was out there in the Bandoleros and the Legend cars, and he ended up finishing second in Bandoleros. Trying to remember who was there off the top of my head. And I cannot remember who won Legend cars right off. I'm sorry. Anyway, what I was going to get at about street stocks, I don't get it, man. There was two. Ricky Locklear Jr. one. I mean, it was a last minute thing for him to even get in that car just to have a race at all. What's up with and it's everywhere around here now. Our buddy Boo Carlisle, who's been on here with a Star Super Stock Tour, numbers have just dramatically dropped in street stock. I don't know why. I don't get it. What you think?
Oh no, that blows my freaking mind. I ain't got a clue. I don't have a clue. Wow, would everybody just take the weekend? Well, I mean, what's a normal Saturday night with street stocks?
It's been bad. It's been bad all year long. I mean, okay. The only thing I can figure on it is the cost of it. And it's not the track or anything doing that. It's just everybody that they've ran the cost up of a street stock, and you can't just go find a Monte Carlo or old 70s Camaro chassis laying around anymore. All of them are pretty much purpose built race cars now. They're not, and I think that's the problem. Is a street stock is not a street stock anymore. They're more of a. I'll put it this way. They typically, and they run the same tires a lot of times, or very similar tire. A street stock and a Charger car can a lot of times run very similar times. And I've seen some boys selling street stock cars for $40,000.
Is that race ready?
Yeah, that's a race ready car, but it's a street stock. There still ain't no sense in a street stock being $40,000.
And how much is the race ready Crown Vic?
I found one the other day for about $3,000, ready to go.
Race ready.
Race ready.
So, wow. So maybe you got to change the rule book in street stock. To me,
that's my thought too. It's just
you need to go back to old doggone old Bushy. When is that one go racing type deal, man? You can have a professional street stock race car out there, man. That's
my thoughts too. And I think the thought is, it's like, hey, if we're gonna spend this much money in a street stock car, because the street stocks don't pay as much on a weekly basis, on in like the Star Super Stock Tour, they pay a little more, or at the New Year's Bash, they pay more, so more of them show up. But on a weekly basis, the cost is, or the purse is lower than a lot of the other ones, but they're spending just as much, if not more, in these cars just because of the way they got them, the rules are now.
How much is a race-ready Charger right now going for?
Charger's a weird class because it's so all over the board. I'll put it this way. I bought, quote, unquote, a race-ready Charger car. It was race-ready. We had to do a lot of work to it. But it was technically race-ready. We bought a race-ready Charger car for $10,000. Now, there's still there's some of these boys out there that's putting 40, 50, 60,000 in a Charger car. So Chargers, like I said, it's a class that's all over the board, and the issue is you can have a chassis from 1995 or you can have one from 2022, and depending on where you're at in there is how much you want to spend and how much you. So it's and the bad thing is both of those can be competitive if you know what you're doing with them.
How much? I know Locklear wins a lot there. How much is the Locklear car worth right now, you think? Because he wins every
week.
If
you base it off of him winning, but I'm just saying, as far as the actual car, I don't know. He'll tell you he ain't got $15,000 in the whole car. But in all actuality, I mean, let's just say a car like his, shocks on it, motor in it, everything ready to roll. Good car. I would probably say around 20.
That's still half. That's still half price of what a doggone street stock is.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, man. It sounds like to me they need to change the rule book.
That's the only thing I can. It's the only thing I can figure myself. That's just, man. Ooh. And I hate it because I always think street stock is one of the best classes out there. But
that's the one New Year's Bash you mentioned a while ago. That Ledbetter guy always wins up there at Dillon.
He won it a good bit. Yep.
Okay. That's a great class. I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I personally think I don't like. I get a lot of hate for this sometimes. I say I get some hate from it sometimes. All right, I guess it's more the purist in me. I guess I don't like the street stocks being on a 10-inch tire. I'd rather them be on an 8-inch, even if it's slick, whatever.
It'd be like a modified.
Yeah, it don't need to be on the same tire that a late model's on. I mean, they just don't. Now, I understood it years. I remember years and years and years ago, you ran I think it was a DOT approved tire all the way around the car. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But your right front, they would run a whatever the track scuff slick was on it, just because they had so many of them blowing right fronts because they were leaning on them so hard. And I didn't necessarily mind that because it had a lot of finesse on the throttle. Yeah, exactly. That's what Matt just said. Back in the day, it was a 10 and 3/8. Yep. And but there was a lot of finesse on the throttle. You didn't just stand in the gas. You had to actually drive the car. And I'm not saying you don't drive the car now, but you drive it more like a late model. It's set up more like a late model. Most of them just with a 9-inch Ford rear end. Other than that, I mean, there's late models that run a 9-inch Ford rear end. So, I mean, it's essentially a limited late model now.
Just sounds like to me.
Yep. And I think it's costing, and this has come from years back, and I mean, it's not nothing new. This is rules that, the rules haven't changed. That's the thing, is people have just figured out, you know how it is with race car drivers. If they can figure out to spend just a little bit more money and go a little bit faster, they'll keep on doing it. And if you can't figure out a way to cap it, they will spin themselves right out of it. And I think that's about what has happened.
That's happened. Yeah, that's what's happened.
And like I said, I don't know how you fix it because that's the thing is, like I said, street stock's not street stock anymore. You can't go to the junkyard, pull the car out, put a cage in it, and go racing. That's not street stock anymore. So these are all purpose-built race cars. They're on the ground. They're not, so many of them got fiberglass bodies on them now, or composite bodies of some sort. They don't even have it now. And I know in the rules it states if you got, say you got I don't know the exact rule, but I know if there's certain panels that are not steeled and you got to run more right side weight or something like that. Because a lot of them boys want to run a fiberglass roof to get weight off the top, get the weight down low. But if you put it on the right side, then I don't know. So I think it's and it was so bad is if you look out in the Midwest, I guess. Because I see videos all the time, Midwest dirt tracks, they're real street stock class or more like a Thunder and Lightning class. There'll be 30 cars in it every daggone Saturday night, and they put on a heck of a show.
Stonks for life. Hashtag stonks. I love it, man.
Yep.
And they pick them dog onions up like the dog early mid-2000 late models. Man, I love it. Love it.
And so that's what I don't understand. And it ain't just, I'm not even going to say it's just asphalt that's that expensive, because I got some good buddies that run a quote-unquote street stock over here at Lakeview and stuff, and man, the money they're spending in them things is insane too, and ain't none of them none of them a original stock chassis. They're all purpose built too.
Yes, sir. They are fast.
Yeah, and they're fast, and but they run a 8-inch tire, and I think they put on a better race. And I think that's a lot to it. I think on asphalt, a lot of people have gotten too dependent on a big tire. They patched all their problems putting a bigger tire on it. There's even I'm trying to remember what track it is. I cannot remember. It's in North Carolina or Virginia. I can't remember. They're late models, asphalt late models, run on an 8-inch tire.
With
what?
Oh, okay. I was thinking about body. You talking about tire steel? I was thinking about body. With up there in Virginia, they run street stocks on Saturday nights, and it's actually older model, late model, asphalt late models.
Yeah, that's what they call the pro stocks.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because they run those all up in the Northeast, and because I see some for sale every once in a while, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good chassis, but boy, it's probably been beat to death. So yeah, but I've had some friends. Actually, one of the most I think Jason froze up over there. He just looks like he's laughing for days on our screen. Can you hear me? Nope. He left us. He'll be back in a second. Anyway, while he's on the out here, we'll go ahead and go to a ad from our fine partners.
Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Are you ready to unleash the true potential of your ride? Tired of feeling held back? It's time to experience the Pro Fabrication difference. At Pro Fabrication, we don't just build headers and exhausts. We engineer performance. Crafted with precision from high-grade materials, our systems are designed for one thing: maximum power. Feel the instant increase in horsepower and torque. Hear the deep, aggressive rumble that turns heads. Our expertly designed headers optimize exhaust flow, while our performance exhaust systems deliver that signature sound that you crave. But it's not just about power and sound. Pro Fabrication means durability you can trust. Built to withstand the toughest conditions, our headers and exhaust are an investment in long-lasting performance. Whether you're hitting the track, conquering the trails, or just cruising the streets, Pro Fabrication gives you the edge. Experience smoother acceleration, improved field efficiency, and that unmistakable feeling of pure driving exhilaration. Don't settle for less. Upgrade to Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust today. Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, also want to put out there, go check out our good buddy Skylar Whitfield, www.skylarwhitfield.live. Go check him out. All this week, be down towards the beach, having them hurricane parties. That hurricane's staying far enough away, they'll be all right. So, so go check him out. Tonight, Skylar will be at Riptides there in Myrtle Beach. Let's see. On the 20th, I think that is Wednesday, Molly Darcy's Irish Pub in North Myrtle Beach. On the 21st, be at 49th Street Grill, Bar, and Patio in Oak Island, North Carolina. 22nd, The Knot, Windy Hill, North Myrtle Beach. And then on the 24th, Skylar will be at American Fish Company in Southport, North Carolina. So y'all go check out our good buddy, Skylar Whitfield. He's got all kind of stuff going on. Got all kind of good music out there. Go check him out. Check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, all that fun stuff. And you'll like it, I promise. We got Jason back. He left us for a second. He come back.
My phone I bought a new case for it. My phone got hot. It's never done it before. I put it in the freezer for a minute or two, and it's fine. I have no idea.
You need to put a fan on that thing.
Yeah. I was somebody told me you can actually buy them things.
A fan for them?
They put your phone on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. They got them for your phone, your laptops, all kind of stuff. We just have to
get off of here.
We just have to get you a Bluetooth thing, because then all of a sudden you just hear
yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're good.
We're back. We're fine. It's all good.
We're back.
So anyway, not to go too long. All right. Everybody, our topic at the first of the show, and obviously the T-shirt there, Cade Dillard. Wayne Locklear, what's going on, man? Wayne just said, "What's up?"
What's up, Wayne?
So let's talk about Cade Dillard there a little bit. I like Cade.
Okay.
I do. I like Cade a lot. I really do. How can you not? I guess him and Garrett Alberson were racing kind of hard there. Garrett pulled a slider on him. Cade didn't like it. Cade thought he'd just run over his nose. But in my, let's see, Cade ended up running up in his left rear, and they both kind of stood straight up in the air. Cade nose first, Garrett rear end first. Yeah, looked like, yeah. Pretty rough wreck. And Cade said, that was typical for Garrett, and if he ever does it, he'll keep on wrecking his stuff. Was his words, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, essentially. So
you nailed it. You nailed it. Keep on going. You're doing great.
I'm just putting a story out there. So, all right, that's the basis of what happened, I guess. All right, so give me your thoughts on it.
It goes back to Cedar Lake. Cade had a great car, set fast time. This was the Thursday night, first night there. I think it was the first night. Cade, he came out the box fast, set fast time, everything, and Garrett went in there and took him and two of the cars out. And of course, Garrett kept on going. So I guess it's carried over from Cedar Lake. And with Cedar Lake was only, 2-3 weeks ago. So But here's my thing, Dave. Okay, when you get a camera in front of your face, just don't go out there and say, "Yeah, I meant to do that, and I'm gonna do it again." Yeah, it goes back to remember Dale Jr. at Bristol, and he said, "I need a caution. I'm gonna spin out."
Dale Jr.
Don't say that.
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Denny Hamlin said he meant to hit Ross Chastain.
Hamlin. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you.
Yeah.
There's a crybaby himself, Brandon Johnson. What's up, dude? Congratulations on another win.
Oh yeah, he tuned in. Good deal.
Yeah.
Oh. So I mean, if you gonna do something like this, Dave, just don't say, "Yeah, I'm going to do that." And let's look. Guess what? I'm gonna do it again. Man, come on,
yeah,
man.
but let me tell you something.
First off, let's free K Dillon.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't. Did they give him a penalty? I have not even. Like I said, I've been stuck at the hospital. I ain't paid no attention.
What I was told, boy, I got a text message from the racetrack. He was asked to leave. They didn't tell Kate, get out of here. What I was told, they said, "Hey, Kate, would you mind leaving? We don't want you to race tonight." They were being polite about it, I guess you could say. But they asked Kate Dillon to leave.
So no exact penalty handed down there at this point. But I don't think there's. He's not running a series, is he? He's not. No, I didn't think he was. So that's not really going to affect him anyway. I mean, you could fine him, that way he couldn't come back and run with you until he pays the fine, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But I don't know. My thing is about it, my whole thing is, I don't care if you did mean to wreck somebody. If you can't wreck them good enough and not tear up your own stuff that much, boy.
Oh man, see we on the same level. If Cade really, really didn't, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, Dave. It really is. But what do you think if you go take somebody out, you would take your own stuff out?
I'd try my hardest not to. Then you look like Danica Patrick out there when she tried to take somebody out and just wreck herself.
It's awesome.
And didn't even wreck the person she was trying to wreck.
Oh my God, you're on fire tonight, Dave. You're on fire.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see. Yeah, I get whatever happened back in, But man, I promise you, when you're racing, if you sit there and hang on every time something happens to you like that, it's going to cost you a whole lot of money in the long run. I ain't saying don't be mad about it, and I'm not saying don't give the man a break. I ain't saying if you get a chance and, he happens to get a little sideways in front of you or whatever, and you just take the liberty to, turn him on around. I ain't saying don't do that. But what he did didn't even look. I mean, I'm like, okay, dude threw a slider up in front of you. And he made it sound like he just run over my nose. I'm like, nah, you had all the chance. You got you got 3 pedals in that car. One of them's a brake pedal.
Dave, it looked like to me, he had enough time. He could have done a crossover.
Oh, he could have. Yeah. Easy.
He could have done. I don't know. I'm trying to think what Cade's thinking is on this deal,
He saw red and saw it as an opportunity to just try to destroy his stuff. I don't think he meant to do it that much. I really don't. Normally when you do something that big, you don't mean to do it that big. He meant to hit him in the left rear. And he might have wanted to turn him, and it just developed into a whole lot more than what he thought it was going to turn into, I think. But I don't know. It ain't worth all that.
It's not. This is the 4th incident we've had like this year. I'm gonna do a piece on sliders. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be pretty good. I'll ask your opinion of where I need to go. Not this weekend, but next weekend. I was gonna ask your opinion on that. But I'm gonna do a piece on sliders. I'm gonna get to some drivers, and I want their opinion on what a slider is, when to throw a slider, and what you consider a dirty slider. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this one, Dave. Stay tuned for that.
Oh, I liked your question on X the other night. Is there a cushion on asphalt?
Yo, you glad that? I'm watching the pro late model race, Dave. I'm watching the pro late models. And to me, now I know why there's so many fights at Bowman Gray and Hickory or wherever else. Dave, when you racing on asphalt, okay, and you got to bump somebody out of the way to get by somebody, and that's considered racing, man, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Unfortunately, in those cars, and on that tour, cars tour, I don't care if it's pros or late model stocks. Most tracks around here, and that was one of them. Anderson's one of them. They don't always. There is a preferred groove, and is dead in the bottom. And the thing is everybody's running. That series is so close and so competitive. And I've actually talked with Landon Lewis about this. He's like, man, everything's so close and so competitive. It's gotten to the point that if you don't come out of there with wheel marks on the door and the bumper half caved in, then you wasn't driving hard enough. Because that is the only opportunity you have a lot of times to take a position. If somebody slips up, because they're going to dive it back down in front of you. They are going to do everything they can to block. Because that's the only, you got to stay there, because you're liable to, in those series, because they're so close, if you get out of line, you're liable to go from, say, 3rd to 15th.
Yeah.
And so they will do everything they can to stay in the racing line. And I get it, but it stinks sometimes.
It does, man. So how would you feel if you're running, say, 3rd, and you get bumped out the way out of the groove, and you go back to 10th? You know, that's the rule of the nature of the game. I don't know, bro.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about how I feel about that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. If I'm in the groove, if I know somebody's on my tail, and if I know, normally, I'm going to tell you, a driver knows if the car behind him is a little faster or not. They know that. We know it. Especially with spotters, mirrors on asphalt. We know if the car behind us is a little faster. If I know that, and I know I'm taking his line away, I know I'm, trying to keep him behind me, and all of a sudden he bumps me and moves me up, I'm okay with that. Now, if I get back to him and I'm on the same thing, hope he don't get mad if I do the same thing to him. The only thing I don't like is, one, when there was no chance given. I don't mind if somebody comes in there one time, gives you a little nudge, hey, I'm faster. All right, after that, you either move or you get moved, and that's still whatever. What I don't like is when you try to give somebody a lane and they still try to run over you.
Okay. Don't be so butthurt, Dave.
I know. I'm just butthurt about it. I'm just butthurt about it. You give them a lane and a half and they still run over you.
Don't be so butthurt. Oh my God. Man, you're on fire tonight.
It is what it is.
Oh my God. Wow.
So,
all right. Well, I thought that was kind of interesting, though. That's the only reason I said that, because to me, I guess it's racing, but then again, it's not racing. I don't know.
I get what you mean. And on a normal Saturday night asphalt deal, there's not as much of that. There is some. You go to Bowman Gray, that's the only way you can pass, because you got to be dead in the bottom. Flatter the track, the more probability you're going to see that.
And it doesn't hurt either when the track, to me, encourages it. You know what I mean? It encourages it
for sure.
So, yeah.
But to I know what you meant by it, but to elaborate a little bit more, there are some asphalt tracks. No, it does not necessarily have a cushion, but I promise you, at Florence Motor Speedway, especially in 3 and 4, you can do it 1 and 2. The banking, when Charlie paved that thing the last time, they actually put a little bit of progressive banking in on the very outside. So all of a sudden, you get up towards the outside, especially in 3 and 4. And I've done it with my car. You can feel it when the car just lays into that little extra banking. It feels just like you're running a cushion at a dirt track.
I remember that big September late model race there at Florence years ago. Millwood. This is how me and Tyler Millwood became buds. I would, because I get to the track early, and they would have practice. Practice. What are we talking about? Practice.
We're talking about practice?
We're talking about practice right now. So Millwood is the only one that kept going way up high. And I was like, man, what is he doing? So I went down there and asked him, man, why are you only one? Oh, I'm trying to get a cushion set up, man. And he said, I'm trying to lay some rubber down, man. When we go back racing tonight, maybe something be there. I said, wow. Okay.
Well, and that's that. It is a thing now there, because like the other night, Ryan Glinsky finished second, and in the second they had twin late model races, and in the second race he finished second, came from like 6th in the 40 lap. And he runs the outside. And when I say the outside, I mean he's on the edge of the track every lap.
Wow.
And
Dave, let me ask you another question too, because I know you know more about this than I do. All right, Anderson reminded me of Volusia, because you got 500 feet of racetrack, just exaggerate a little bit.
I know what you mean.
And the turns, but you're only using 100 feet of it. I can't figure that out. Did they used to run high at Anderson and stuff?
Nah, because you come off turn 4 and it just it's like Volusia. It pinches you down. You got to turn. So I tell you one that's crazy. Look at Southern National, and I like Southern National, and it's changed a little bit here in the past couple of years. But I remember going. Me and Sterling went one night, and I can't remember what race it was. It was either Cars Tour or Pass Series. I can't remember. It was years ago. And we parked. That's one of the coolest tracks to park at, because you can park literally all the way around the track. They got numbered parking. You buy a spot or you pay for a spot.
Oh, like tier parking?
Similar. Yeah, similar.
Okay.
Similar. Okay. But it's flat right around the track.
Oh, I can do that on asphalt. Oh, I can't do that on dirt. Oh, give me that. I'll do that on asphalt.
Well, it was great. We took Sterling's truck. He had a 3500 Chevrolet at the time. We put the grill in the bed of the truck, had the cooler in the bed, and sat the chairs in the bed, and we grilled right there and never left the bed of the truck. It was perfect.
Sign me up.
I'm telling you,
sign me up.
That is a perfect track to watch a race at. That track is probably one of the widest tracks around here in the Southeast. Probably one of the highest bank tracks in the Southeast. And
wow.
And at the time, they've gotten a little better now. They don't do it as much, but at the time, they were racing on the flat of the apron.
What?
Yes. They don't do it as much anymore. But they still run the very, very bottom. A couple of years ago, they went and tried to put some PJ1, I think it was, up a little higher to try to make a little bit of an outside groove there, and just nobody will venture up there because it's so tight coming off the corner. You got to get your center corner speed really good.
Well, doggone, they actually try to put. See, here, too many asphalt tracks around here to put the PJ1 down.
I know. Wow,
so Southern really actually tried something. Well, good for Southern. All right. Was that a good race? Was that a pretty good race?
It was a good race, but nobody went up there still. That PJ1 something else. Well, see, what happens with that PJ1 is the first couple times you get on it, it's slick. You can bust your tail big time. It takes a few cars running on it constantly and getting heat in it. Once it gets heat in it, it's good and sticky. But
you know, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Dave. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna be obtuse here. This is the dirt coming out of me. All right.
go for it.
It's like the black box in airplanes. You know, the PJ1 on racetracks. Why don't they just make the whole racetrack out of PJ1? Why don't they just make the airplanes out of the black box material? Because that stuff.
It survives everything, don't it?
I'm sorry, Dave.
I get it. And I've wondered if in some other tracks, like over at Dillon, I think if you tried it, a lane up, not going all the way up to the wall, but if you tried it a lane up at Dillon, I think you can make some really good racing there. There's already some good side-by-side racing over it. There's good side-by-side at Florence. My buddy Robert on here just said Jamie Weatherford followed Ryan up there, and he passed a few too, and he did. And that's what that outside groove at Florence has made for some really good side-by-side racing over there. That little bit I love that. I love that, bro. That little bit of progressive banking, and I think that, dude, I'm telling you, and they talked about that on the broadcast, and it's true. Any track that's got not a major amount, but just a little bit of what they consider progressive banking, where it goes up, and all of a sudden the top has just a degree or two more, it makes for, because you have options. You can run the shorter line down at the bottom, or you can run the longer line, but you can carry a whole lot of speed up here.
Like I say, because if you run the outside line, the outer line, you have to use that much brake, do you? No. Maybe use the throttle, feather the throttle.
That's exactly it. And you just got to be brave enough, and that's the thing, is you just got to be brave enough to hold the gas down a little longer and get back in it a little earlier. But if somebody's good enough to do it, then it makes for really good racing. Now, the problem is at Florence, and you can make passes like that. I've made many passes out there. I like running outside over there. But if you run it long enough, because what happens is the way the exits of the corner are, you're not arcing up the exit. You're actually having to turn pretty hard to get off the corner. You end up burning up the right rear if it's a really long run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But on a shorter run, or if you need to pass somebody, it is an option. And I just, that's what I like. I like having options. Robert said
speaking of options,
go for it. Go for it, Robert. You'll like it up there. I like it up there.
Come on. Speaking of options, man, I'm going to tell you something, Dave. This doggone American Racer Super Late Model Series, this is going to be interesting, brother. Stay tuned.
That is,
I know who's running. Sure. I know who's running it now, bud.
Really?
I just found out.
Nice. Well, speaking of American Racer, though, we didn't get to talk about this last week, but we're going to talk about it this week. Something is so funny. I'm going to tell you something. Something that's funny to me. And I'm not trying to dog on. I'm not dogging on our listeners or our fan base that looks at our stuff on X or Facebook or nothing. I'm not dogging on anybody. But I posted something, and I saw somebody put that you've known this for months. I'm like, yeah, I get. Fortunately, we're fortunate. We're fortunate. Me, you, I guess we call it fortunate. We know a lot of stuff that's about to come down that before it comes down. So I know that. I really know that. But it's so funny because people want to claim that they knew something before we put it out there, and I'm just like, okay, the news came out today, so now I'm posting it.
Yeah,
we're not.
There you go.
I hate to tell everybody. Yeah. I'd love to tell all y'all everything, but if we just start telling y'all everything we know about everything that's coming out, guess what our sources are going to do? They're not going to tell us anymore.
They're out. But we had, in our sport, Dave, your sport, my sports, short track racing in general, we have sponsorship. We have car owners. We have stuff that's not even wet in ink yet. And if we start blasting the doggone news, what's going to happen?
Exactly.
You're gonna piss off sponsors. You're gonna piss off car owners. It's not even worth. It's not worth it. I told one dude about, I don't know, 6 months ago. You might have saw it. I said, why am I gonna risk everything that I put my time, my work for your dumb ass?
Exactly.
That's just bottom line, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna risk everything that I put that I worked hard for. Dave, you know more about it than I do. The loyalty and respect that we have built in this sport, man, is really says a lot.
That's the thing, is I'm not willing to. There's loyalty and respect. There's also friendships. I'm not willing to risk those just to tell everybody everything first. I don't need the breaking news. Now, if somebody comes to me and says, hey, I'm going to give you something if you want to put it out, you'd be the first one. That's great.
I have done it. Can I tell you a funny story?
Go for it.
All right, about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, RTJ, driving for SSI. And you're going to laugh. So, Bud on X, he inboxed me a picture of RTJ's car sitting in the shop. This is when he had that beautiful blue foil wrap. And I said, man, that thing is sharp, bro. Oh, my God, can I post it? Sure, go ahead. I said, wait a minute, are you sure? He said, man, go ahead. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead and post it. I said, all right, you said so. All right. So I posted it. I tagged RTJ. Man, RTJ's car for 20, I can't remember what, 22, 23, I can't remember.
Right.
Man, that thing is sharp. RTJ inboxed me. He said, hey, man, where'd you get that picture from? I said, oh, I can't give you my sources, RTJ. I says, but if somebody you know real well. He said, really? I said, who is it? That's what I want to know. Just tell me who it is. I said, I didn't get no names. Swear to God, I didn't get no names. I said, well, RTJ, he works in the office at your shop. Oh, okay, I know who it is. Never mind. Do we need to take it down? No, don't worry about it. You can leave it up. It didn't have all the sponsors on it. That's my thing. It didn't have all the sponsors on it. I said, RTJ, I'm so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take it down. No, don't worry about it. Leave it up, man. No, it's no big thing. I said, tell you what, RTJ, I'll buy a shirt from you. Just make up for it. And I did. And we've become buzz ever since, man.
Exactly.
We become buzz ever freaking since. RTJ gave me one of like 5 T-shirts in the world made of the night of the 2024 Lucas Oil Dirt Late Model Champion shirt.
Yep.
Wow. So you talk about loyalty, you talk about friendship, you talk about respect. There you go, right? That's a prime example.
Exactly. It's just funny. It's funny to me when people jump on, because all it was I posted about Gateway, and there's going to be an option this year at the Dome. You can run Hoosiers or American Racers, and people are like, somebody, I don't even know who. You may know who it was. I don't know, but he's known this for a while, and I'm like, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Exactly. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Well, how come you didn't put it out there then, huh, bud?
Well, they were talking about you've known it for a while now, which essentially says, I guess, that they knew it for a while too. And I was like, okay, great.
Dave, I'm gonna tell you something. American Racer, we might want to buy some stock.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you.
I think in 2026, man, I think American Racers it's going to be big.
I just want them to come back over here to the asphalt side and do something with them. Cobra tires right here. I don't care who it is. I want somebody to come give Hoosier some competition that tracks will actually use. Not that I dislike Hoosier. I am not downing Hoosier. Don't get me wrong. But tire prices right now are the biggest thing that's hurting a lot of our sport.
Yeah, I agree.
And that is on the asphalt, and it's nothing the tracks can do about it. People say, well, we're racing, and the track won't pay no more. The track's not making any more money. Go ahead.
Dave, because you just nailed it. I gotta add what you just said, because let me ask you a question. We had 19 Super Late models Carolina Clash at Sumter. We had 26 Blue Ridge cars for 4,000 at Cherokee.
What's the difference?
So is it the tire game? What is going on with this, man? And you got three guys. You got three guys in racing Blue Ridge Saturday night at Cherokee that usually runs Clash. So what's going on? You tell me.
All right. And I'm asking because I didn't watch either one. I do know Trent Ivy went over to something. He was going to run Clash, but he didn't even start the race. I don't know what happened to him. Something must have broke.
I don't know that either.
That's the only thing I know. So I'm sorry. But the ones that went and ran Blue Ridge, are they typically front runners in the Clash?
Top five, maybe. No, I say top 7.
Okay. How did they end up finishing at Blue Ridge?
One finished third. The other must have broke 20-something. And the other one, 12, 10, 12, something like that.
So kind of about the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to, see if there's some reason. I don't know. Unless they just, if it fits their pack, because I know it's gonna change, especially, but Blue Ridge was kind of at one point in time, at least a few years ago, Blue Ridge was kind of the little tour that you could still take a little bit older car and you could still run with those guys. You could, and I really liked the way that they had the motor packages set up. You could essentially run any motor in it, and they had a carburetor and a weight package for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really good. And it was really, because I've seen ones with crate motors win. I've seen super motors win. Seen either one of them. So I really like that. And I think that may be something to do with it. I don't know what those guys were running, motor wise. Now if they were running, typically running Carolina Clash, most likely they were running a super motor of some sort. But man, if I want to do it and I'm running a crate motor, that's probably what I'm going to go do.
I wonder, Steve Bernal won Saturday 2 years in a row, same race. Congratulations, Steve Bernal. I wonder if he had a super motor or a 604 motor. I don't know.
I don't know.
Curious about that.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Don't have a clue. Yeah, I always liked that series, Blue Ridge series, and I'm gonna tell you, they have grown big time.
This year is the biggest year I've ever seen Blue Ridge. First off, congratulations, Jason Smoot, for doing a heck of a job with Blue Ridge. I'm telling you, this is the biggest year I've ever seen Blue Ridge. When they went to the doggone 525 package, oh my god!
All right, here we go. Our buddy Andy Garris with ProFab here just told me $50,000 motor for a 5K win versus a $20,000 motor for a 4K win. All Blue Ridge is 525 now. So I got you. It's hard to keep.
I guess I get it now, huh? I'm sorry. If they change the body rule, that is one ugly race car. Now you got to admit that is one ugly race car, bro. That thing reminds me of remember the Avalanche when it first came out with the fiberglass. That thing, God, that thing is ugly. That's an ugly race car, bro.
I do wish they would go to more conventional body on them.
Me too. That thing is. I'm sorry, bro. I hate this. That's an ugly race car, bro.
I wish they go more conventional, but still straight. Put a straight body on it. I like the straight body.
Yes. Yes, me too. Me too. I ain't got to have a doggone, what's that, a side panel? Oh my God. That's an ugly race. Yeah. Well, not sprint cars, Dave.
It's more room for sponsors, okay?
Yeah. And it's about to be on billboards in the mid 80s, man.
I loved them. I wish there'd be a few tracks to throw up one of those races every once in a while again.
There'll be the Carolina West Series will be at Carolina Speedway this Friday night.
Sweet.
Have you seen these cars run yet?
I have not seen them run, nah. But I mean, I've looked at some of them, and they were up at the Cars Racing Show. They had it out there, and so I, looked over them. I like what they're doing with it. I like the throwback look to it. Even though some of them are, I mean, they're older cars, but they're still newer style cars that they're putting wedge bodies on, essentially. So you put a big motor in one of them things and let it eat.
Let her eat. That's what I'm talking about right now. Let her eat. I tell the doggone Chuck Southern from Tennessee. Well, I guess no, North Carolina, Bragstown, Tri-County. He was a Lakeview with that thing. And man, that 2001 still had a leaf spring CJ Rayburn. Oh my God! Well, I was like, man, what year is this? I was in a time capsule. That was amazing. And what a nice guy he is. Chuck Southern, shout out. He's awesome.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, real quick, I want to thank our good friends with Fresh Chef, ladies and gentlemen, Fresh Chef in the Race City area there in North Carolina, as I like to say, all over, scattered throughout from Charlotte on up to Hickory and anywhere in between, and up, down, left, right, wherever you look, there's a Fresh Chef, and I'm going to tell you what, some good food. Daily food and drink specials. Go check them out. Good stuff. You will love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just tell them we sent you. Also, right here in Florence, South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, if you are coming in for some racing at Florence Motor Speedway over Labor Day weekend, or if you're at Darlington Raceway over Labor Day weekend, drop right on down here, right off 95. Go see our good friends over at Dixie Made. It is the finest clothing around, from head to toe, anything you need, anywhere from hats to flip-flops and everything in between. Go get the kids some back-to-school clothes, all the brands that they love. It is super, super good, super good. So go check out our good friends over at Dixie Made. Also, MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm. You see it right there on Jason's hat. So if you are in this game of racing, you got to get out there in that marketing world. You need somebody that knows how to do it for you. Go check out Tanya over at MPM Marketing. You see right behind us, she's got some of the biggest teams under her wing.
You changed it. I just noticed that.
It's been up there for a few weeks.
Oh, I didn't pay no attention. Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm very observant, I'll tell you that.
Apparently. Apparently. I have to rotate out every once in a while. We ain't got. I got more on the walls on the other side over here. I can't put those on camera. But anyway, go check out Tanya over at MPM Marketing and tell her we sent you. Pretty cool. Since our buddy Andy was on there real quick, I want to I shared this on Facebook from their race team, which is PJL Motorsports.
Breaking news?
This was one of them. This is one of them. I got the picture before it came out. I didn't share it. Oh my God.
Hey, I knew before you did. I'm on that.
They have. This is really cool. It's really cool to see new drivers, young drivers coming up. In one of the PJL Motorsports Bandoleros, along with Team Gordon over there, our buddy Corey Gordon helping them out. Kip Knaus, who is Chad Knaus's son, making his first races in a Bandolero car. So, congratulations to him. And
what track was that?
They went and ran at Echo Park Speedway now. Atlanta.
What?
Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's a new name now. It's Echo Park Speedway. They bought the naming rights. So they went and run over there, and I think he ended up. Let's see, finished third. So in his first race out. So congratulations.
Does Atlanta still run? They still race on Thursday nights?
I can't remember. I think so.
Because Charlotte Tuesday and then Atlanta Thursday. That's the way it used to be. I guess it's still there. Oh, I'm sorry. Echo Park, you said? I'm sorry.
Echo Park Speedway. Come on now. Get it right.
my bad. Tanya, NPM Marketing, can you remind me of that? Thank you.
but no, it's really cool to see names like that. After all, Chad Canals did in racing and how big, that was his son coming up now, getting in a race car.
How old is he?
I'm not exactly sure how old he is, but he's just old enough to be in a Bandolero.
Gotta be under. I'm guessing he's under 10 at least.
Yeah,
right?
He's about.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 7, 8-ish, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Good deal. Okay.
So,
all right.
Next generation driver, and the car looked really cool too. It was a number 66, HendrickCars.com, Spire Motorsports, Profab headers on it, all that stuff on the Bandolero. Turn 7 this month.
What?
That's what Andy just
said.
said.
You got a rap on the Bandolero. That's big time.
It is big time.
That's big time.
But yeah, Andy said he turned 7 this month.
Turn 7 this month. Wow. Okay.
So he looked about this big in that car. The picture, go. I have to send it to you, but everybody else, go look on Facebook. It's some of them kids in the Bandoleros, and they can wheel them too. Man, they're sitting there and they're holding the steering wheel, and their helmet's like this close. It's literally this close to the steering wheel because that's how close they have to be to reach the pedals. And it looks like the steering wheel's bigger than them.
Wow, that is crazy.
It's wild. So it's cool though. I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, you can build a soapbox. You driving a passenger, right?
Yeah, I reckon so. Andy just said he qualified only 4 100s off the pole in his first race.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you, there's some things in racing that you just can't teach. It's in your blood. People don't believe that, but I'm going to tell you, they really.
I agree with that. Bobby Pierce.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Enough said.
Yep. You just got to have that mentality. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. So anyway, what else you got, sir? Before we move on to Cup stuff, because I got something to talk about in Cup stuff for sure.
Oh, do you really?
Oh yeah.
Again, free K Dillard. Garrett, I still love you to death, brother. I do. I love you, Garrett. You know you're awesome. That's basically about it, bro. I'm good.
You good? All right. Good. Well, we ran Richmond Raceway with all the NASCAR series. I guess. Well, I say two of them anyway. Xfinity Series, which we learned today. Next year will be the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. I really wish, really wish. I don't know. That was a chance to do it, and they missed it, in my opinion. Man, all right, right now, the Cup Series is called the Cup Series. They don't have a sponsor. Why not go back to the Grand National Series? Call it the Grand National Series, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Go ahead, sir.
Because you got all these new people in there. They wouldn't know who Morgan Shepherd was. They think probably Morgan Shepherd. He's a dog. He raises sheep.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But this is my thing. All right. Say there's not a sponsor. Zero sponsor. There's not one. What kind of car? What do you call the car that is a second tier car to Cup?
A Bush?
No. That's a sponsor.
Oh, well, it's always been Grand National.
That's what I'm saying.
It's always been Grand National.
So that's what I'm saying. So call it the Grand National Series presented by, or the O'Reilly Grand National Series. Whatever. Just leave a name in there for the car. We got the Truck Series. It is the Craftsman Truck Series, or it was the Camping World Truck Series. The second tier car right now has no name.
I did not know that. How long was it? How long did they been without a sponsor? I did not know
they
that.
weren't without a sponsor. It's Xfinity. Xfinity was going away this year. Is their last year, and they're moving to O'Reilly Auto Parts Series next year.
O'Reilly Auto Parts,
which is really funny to me because Advance has been the biggest NASCAR deal. Because I mean, it's the Advance Weekly Series and all that stuff.
Napa.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
I know.
Isn't Napa right now one of the oldest sponsors in NASCAR right now?
I believe so. Especially since FedEx left. Yeah.
Budweiser left.
Yep. You still got, I guess
we got Busch.
You got Busch. And who had that back in the day? Kale? Kale had Busch way back in the day.
Yeah, he sure. Oatsville, yeah. Cutlass, yeah, sure did.
So you got Busch. Yeah, that's about it.
I think. Who else? Is that it? I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. Well, I got my soapbox. I guess I'm gonna stand on real quick.
All right, come on, let's go. What you got? What you got?
I caused apparently I found the hot button on the NASCAR side of things on Facebook last week. This goes back to Watkins Glen raced last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And there was a image I put up, and it was true. The Truck Series was the fastest of the weekend. Xfinity was second. Cup Series was the slowest of the three. Granted, it's only by, I think it was about a half a second. But boy, did that push some buttons. And I don't disagree with them for it pushing buttons. Because, go ahead. I'll tell you, but go ahead.
All right. Do you agree with Kyle Petty, what he said about him and Junior go back and forth about the car? All right. I said that. All right, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm more on Junior's level on the car. So, but my biggest thing is with it. Okay. And then I posted this under the comments. They were like, well, it's only, you can't see it. You can't tell that difference. You're right. I can't tell that difference. I should be able to see a difference in a cup car, though, compared to a truck. Cup car should be looking like it is absolutely flying around there. It is the top series. And people were like, well, it's just speed. What difference does speed matter? Okay, let's take this to the dirt side. Do you want a super late model and a street stock running the same lap times?
Okay, Dave, to me, it does not matter. I just want to see side-by-side racing. I don't care what track. I don't care if I got to stay. Now, I don't want – I'll just say this. I don't want to stay at a racetrack until 3 o'clock in the morning with 12 classes. Don't need that.
No.
Now, we'll stay there 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for track prep. But to me, Dave, just give me racing. I don't care how fast the car is. If I really want to speed, Dave, I'll go watch drag racing. Just saying.
Okay, but your top tier should look like it's got, in my opinion, the top tier of any series. It's just like drag racing. Okay. If Top Fuel's running the same thing as Pro Stock, why are we got a different class?
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, you got Top Fuel, you got Funny Car. One's got a body, one don't. Yeah, okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. If on dirt, if super late models and street stocks were running the same times, why we got a different class? They're not.
I get that. I do. I get that. Yeah. But like I said, look, speed don't really bother me none. It's like World Finals. I'm surrounded by all these sprint car people. Man, well, them taxi cabs ain't as fast as them doggone sprint cars. I'm like, well, yeah, but them dune buggies don't weigh nothing either. Y'all got to push start them. I have actually got into a conversation like this.
Oh yeah, okay? For sure. And those are they can get crazy, but they can be fun. But my whole thing is, okay, when you got what we consider to be a stepping stone in the top echelon of racing that we know, it can be debated, but as just for argument's sake, it is the top echelon of racing, at least in America right now. NASCAR is. I mean, it's making the most money. Everybody's making the most money there. Okay. If supposedly they want to say they got the absolute best drivers, got the best everything, when you got a stepping stone from truck to Xfinity to Cup, in my opinion, every one of them should get progressively faster, and the drivers obviously be better and better to be able to drive a faster car. Okay, this is my thing, though.
You got a good point.
This is my thing, though. Mm-hmm. People were talking about it, if you're worried about speed. Okay, I just put up a random year, 2018, because I knew that was the prior generation of car for Cup. In 2018 at Watkins Glen, Denny Hamlin set on pole 3.5 seconds faster than what they ran this year. This next-gen car has bigger brakes. It has independent rear suspension. It has a 5-speed gearbox. It has everything. It has a lower profile tire. It has a wider tire. Why is it slower?
Don't know.
Why did it get
out? It's gotta be the body.
No, it's not the body. It's they took all the horsepower out of it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. You go from 850 whatever to about what 450 now or something.
Five something.
All right.
They dropped 300. I think it was like 350 horsepower out of it.
Makes sense right there. And plus fuel injectors, because in 2018 there was no fuel injection, which I hate that too.
Yeah, there was. There was in Cup.
It was in 2018.
Yep.
Wow. Been that long? Wow.
Yep. They've been running that for a while. I mean, it was more of a throttle body style fuel injection. I mean, but yeah, it's been that long. So all those things, but just this car in general, the way it's built should be faster. Mm-hmm. Even with lower horsepower, with a 5-speed transmission, I feel like it should still be just as fast. Mm-hmm. They built, just like Dale Jr. said, I don't agree with Dale Jr. all the time by no means, but he hit it on the head. He said they built an IMSA car. And it's still slower.
Saw that. Yeah.
It's not a Cup car. Yeah. Not a Cup car. But in Kyle Petty's defense, this car ain't going nowhere. It ain't going a place.
When is NASCAR gonna say we've had a? Oh my God, bro. Okay, I got a couple points here. First off, Dave, what you just said earlier, you really hit on something. Remember back in the day, you used to be called ABC, ARCA, Bush, Truck. You know what I mean? Back you go ARCA, you go Bush, and you go Cup Series, ABC.
Yep.
So I guess that ain't gonna happen because there's no going from to the slowest to the fastest.
Well, ARCA's been faster. They didn't post it, but ARCA's been faster than all of them over the last couple of years.
There you go. So all right, that's take that out of the equation.
Yeah.
I will say this: these NASCAR groups on Facebook and Twitter, they are the most butthurt people I've ever met in my life, bro. I've never seen so many sensitive people in my freaking. I'm so glad I'm not in that much anymore. I thank God.
I got called all kind of names on there, and I probably made a couple people mad myself, but I was just like, I'm just posting this.
So when you get called names, Dave, just for the record, you won the argument. I'm just saying, okay. When they have to go to name calling, you won the argument. Congratulations.
Well, one of them, I feel like I won this argument. This wasn't a original saying by no means, but I don't know where this guy saw it from, and I'm like, why do you follow any of these pages if you're not a NASCAR fan? But he was like, or maybe he was some other fan, and I posted some NASCAR content. I don't know. But he said, I'm just surprised NASCAR fans know how to count these numbers. And so I write back. I said, yeah, it's kind of a smart person sport. You probably don't understand.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
There was no reply to that. I mean,
awesome. Great. That's great. That's good. Good deal, Jay. Good deal, Jay. Very good. I'm proud of you.
I don't know why everybody
proud of you, man. I'm so.
I get. I mean, I don't understand anymore why everybody wants to argue about everything. I get it. We can have conversations about it. Why do we want to argue about everything?
I thank God the followers I have on X, man. We actually talk. We actually have a rational conversation. We don't sit there and say, "Oh, you know what you're talking about, you idiot, you dumb, blah 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 blah." Well, no, we have a rational conversation.
Well, I told somebody the other day this at work. This is getting off subject, but I told somebody at work this the other day. I said, social media has ruined people. It has made a lot of people, and I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying there's a big percentage of people it has ruined. It has given everybody the thought that their opinion really matters. I hate to tell y'all, but none of our opinions really matter.
Well, they say that next time they just say that the opinions really have no value because everybody has one.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. Go ahead, sir.
So you say Austin Dillon? You told me earlier Austin Dillon won the race.
Austin Dillon won at Richmond this past weekend, Saturday night, and I will say he won Richmond last year. It ended up being a whole controversy because he took
took out Hamlin
and Joey Logano. He just went in there and just wiped them out. But he had led so much of that race, and then caution came out with a couple of, they went to a green-white checker. He got kind of moved, so he moved some people back a little more aggressively than they moved him. This year, he led. It's the first time the number 3 car, had led over 100 laps since 1998.
Boy, hello. Hello. And I'm guessing 98, that'd be Daytona with Earnhardt, right? That's when he won Daytona.
I don't know. Well, it didn't say when. It just said had led over 100 laps, so I don't know what track. I know it was Earnhardt for sure. I'd have to look back.
That'd be Daytona. That'd be Daytona. Okay. Wow.
So
I did. Okay, the only thing I saw from Richmond, how do you feel about this? Let me think. Who was that? Wait a minute. Who was that? Oh, Bubba Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves his pit, and what happened? The tire came off or something. Mm-hmm. He stopped in who's the 19 car?
Briscoe.
And they changed the tire for him. Should I be against the rule book? I mean, is that?
It's not the first time it's happened this year.
Oh, it's not?
No, they went and said that was. You get a penalty for it. There is a penalty for it. You get a penalty for it. There is a pitting outside of your box penalty. It's
definitely outside the box, yeah.
It's a 1 lap penalty, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what it is, or it's a stop and go. 1 or 2. But their thought process is, okay, I'm losing a tire. I stop here and get this penalty, or I'm going to go out on the track. I'm either going to get stuck, not go nowhere, or car's going to have to get towed, go into the garage. They have said there may be some stuff come out about at the end of the year, but as of right now, that's what it is, pitting outside of your box. So,
here's the really the $1 million question I have for you. How do you not get one lug nut tight?
I can tell you, I can answer this for you. I think that one the other night the guy just dropped it. But I can actually answer why you do not get, why there's so many tires coming off and why they're not getting these lug nuts tight. I can tell you. Because even though it is a 1 lug wheel, It still, and it took me a while to actually figure this out. And I went actually on the SRI trailer. They showed me the lug nut, how it works. And then I went and saw a hub. Even though it's a center nut, there's actually still 5 pins or 6 pins. I can't remember, but I think it was 5. That looks just like a regular 5-lug wheel. What happens is when you slide that wheel up on there, there's a bunch of holes in the backside of it. It's got to line up in those holes for those studs to go up in, those pins to go in. And what happens is if that wheel isn't 100% straight going on those studs or on those pins, and it's caught just a little bit, sometimes that nut will completely tighten down, but that wheel's still caught just a little bit. And then when they hit the gas, the wheel straightens up, nut comes loose.
Any car in F1 has the same.
I don't know.
5 or 6 pins.
I don't know on them.
Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, let's think about this for a second, Dave. Okay, so you say you got the 5 or 6 pins. So why don't we just get away with the one lug nut and we have 5 or 6 pins and just go back to the 5 lug nut deal?
I've asked the same thing.
To me, ain't that a better pit stop than having just one freaking lug nut?
Well, my thing is the pit stop's too fast now. It used to be, you fill up with fuel and you wait on tires. Now you're done with tires before the fuel is full. And they're pitting in 8 seconds now.
Seconds?
8 seconds.
I remember the pit stops used to be 25, 26 seconds. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. And myself, personally, I think between a 13 to 15 second stop is perfect.
Oh, give me 15 all day long.
All day long.
Give me 15.
But it shows, the 5 lugs shows way more. I'm not saying these guys aren't athletic because I'm going to tell you, I've been on pit road with them, and I'm going to tell you what, that is some athletes out there.
Bro, I'm talking about football players, buddy.
Big time. Big time. And
it ain't back in the day where just a beer drinking, cigarette smoking people there, buddy.
No. Nowhere close.
No trainers, dog regiments.
Nowhere close. It ain't nothing.
Yes, sir.
But to me, hitting those 5 lugs, there is something more to that, than just that guy. Zip. That's all. Being able, and I remember, you probably remember too. I remember when the race come to town, we go over to Darlington, and one of the tents, I remember a lot of times it was like Dodge tent or something like that. They'd have a set over there, and it would be 2 tires, and it'd have a gun, and it'd have a trigger that it laid on. And you and your buddy would race to see who could pull the tire off, put it back on, hit the lug nuts the fastest. And I was like, and that was fun. Now it's just like, what is this? I don't know. I don't like it. I think it actually has hurt the racing. I think this. All right, this goes a little deep. I think the pit stop being so fast has actually hurt the on track racing. Let me explain. What has happened now, especially at Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta now, the way they are pitting is they want to spend as little time on pit road as possible. And yes, that's always the goal. Always the goal. But they are timing the fuel down to they're like, okay, we can be running, say, 15th. Then we need to get on pit road and we need 4.7 seconds of fuel and go. And that puts them back in the lead. And then they can't pass. And so in my opinion, you're affecting the on-track product with this pit stop.
I can see your point.
I don't know. The
whole car's garbage.
It is 100%. It is
It's
garbage.
a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. NASCAR, it's got to be garbage. I mean, there's no product.
No.
There's no product.
It is the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series are on the NASCAR level
series.
are the best races of the weekend.
Yep. What race did I tell you I was watching a couple weeks ago, and I turned it and I watched the doggone Indy cars from Portland? What was that at?
Yeah, that was Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah. Oh my God, that was.
Now, what I will say about this past weekend, what I will say about Richmond is Goodyear did bring a different tire, and they actually had tire fall off this week. It fell off almost 3 seconds over the course of a run. At Iowa, they were falling off 0.3 of a second.
Wow. God almighty. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just crazy, man. I don't know what's worse, the tires or the car.
Okay, speaking of tires, though, let's go back to something. And I kind of, what was the deal with tires at Batesville?
Let me think. It lasted about 20, I guess, less than 20 laps. I think by 20 laps, and it wanted to blow. Now, I ain't saying it's the same guys that were blowing tires, but about every 20 laps, we had a caution flag because, flat tires. And that one caution flag, man, I think half the field came in and changed tires.
They came in, and as soon as they went green, somebody else had a flat tire.
Yep.
They did that like 5 times in a row. It was just like over and over. And then once they got all those changed, okay, we can race the rest of it now.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Kelly Carlton came on Ripping the Lip the other week, bro. And he really opened my eyes, Dave. He really did. He said, you can say what you want about Hoosier and everything about the new tire, but if it wasn't for Hoosier, Dave, what would we have? We would have nothing.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, but that is my point too. And I'm not disagreeing that I'm not saying Hoosier's a bad company, but competition is always a good thing.
Yeah.
I personally wish Hoosier would get back in the Cup side of things, and there would be a tire war again between the Goodyear and the Hoosiers, or the Firestone guys, or something like that.
I got one better than that.
What's that?
That Goodyear come back to the dirt side. Remember?
Yes.
Remember the Dirty Dozen? Let's have two national series again.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, just
God.
Tire competition is good for everybody. It's good for the fan. It's good for the racer, because they're going to compete on not only on the tire itself, they're going to compete on prices too, because that's going to be a factor in who's racing which tires. Like, all right, I can afford this one a little more than that one, so let's run that one. We'll make it work. Tire competition's a good thing, and and I will tell you, like, just like us, I mean, we know what we're going to have to run. We got to run Hoosiers at asphalt tracks. Some days I'm sitting there looking, and I know everybody's got the same thing, so it's an even playing field. But I'm like, man, and I talked to Steve Zacharias and Brian Voss sitting right here about it. Just like I said earlier, it's not the track's fault. Everybody wants to blame it on the track, saying, "Oh, payouts suck, payout." No, they don't. Payouts are fine. The problem is every other price went up. That goes from tires to fuel to just everything.
Spark plugs, batteries,
yes,
everything.
It all went sky high. And so you can't blame the track, because they're still trying to make a living. They can't. They're not overcharging for the tires. They're not overcharging for the fuel. They're just charging what the vendor gives them. So that's the thing we need the competition with. Is we need competition in tires. We need competition on prices. Let us run the American Racers. Let us run the Cobras. Let us run the was it McCreary tire? I think it is. They run up northeast on the asphalt. Let us run that. Get our costs down so we can feel like we might make $1 or $2 at the track. We're not making $1 or $2 by no means, but the little bit more we can put back in it, the more often we're going to be at the track, the more we're going to feel like, hey, we need to go. We can race for some money. We know right now when we go to the track, we're going to spend money, and that's all we're doing. So,
yep, I agree. We need a monopoly. We need a choice. Basically, that's what I think. We need a choice. You don't have to run Hoosier. You don't have to run American Racer. Let's have a choice, Dave.
And I think before the Dome, I think we're gonna try to have Cody Summer on here, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I've had some people reach out already, getting Cody on here, so we're gonna talk with him about it. But I'm gonna tell you, I think that's gonna be a hot topic.
Wait till this dog American Racer Dirt Late Model Series comes in effect next month. I came up with a PRI because I know that's when the schedule's going to come out. Man, I'm ready for this, bro. Sign me up. I think it's going to take. I think AR is going to take the place of Mideast. I think that's what's going to happen, and I'm here for it. Sign me up. Let's go.
Me too. I'm not going there. That's one name I don't speak of on this show.
I'm sorry. Whose name did I say? Oh, really? Oh, really?
That's one series. Yeah. I have to tell you about it.
You're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to have. Should I go get my mini shirt?
No. If you want me to blur you out. You know.
It's like, no, you need to explain this to me, Lucy. Lucy, explain.
I will.
Okay. All right. I need to know this. Dave, September the 6th, World 100 week. Where do I go? Do I go to Clash at Lakeview, or do I go to Scranton for 10,000 with Ultimate? Where do I go? I got to go to a race. I haven't been to a race since June. Where do I go?
What is racing at Scriven?
Ultimate.
10
grand. 7,500 at Lakeview Clash.
Man.
Yeah, I know. What do I do? And they're both really, I say Lakeview probably 10 minutes further away than Scranton. They're both about the same.
About the same. Man.
Yep. Where do I go? What do I do?
I'm going to say, all right, I got a good answer for this. A real good answer. I say you go to Scriven, go watch that, and then come back and watch Lakeview on the Ultra Racing app. And you get to watch both of them. There you go.
I'm going to look into that. I'll see how much that is a month.
You go buy an app for one,
oh my God,
one track.
I need another app, bro. Oh, my God.
Look, you get to watch me race at Florence Motor Speedway on there.
Oh, you know what? I might do this. I'm going to check in this. Because there's no more XR. So
really?
I need one more.
Oh, I've been waiting on that. I've heard, I don't know, but I mean, Barry Braun is more than you'd be more than glad to come on here, or I'd be more than glad to have you on here if you want to talk about it, because I will tell him exactly what I've heard. Some of these big races, they claim they're paying all this money, and people still ain't got no money from them. That is a
me no habla inglés. Me habla mucho el español.
Exactly. Like I said,
see.
And like I said, I'll ask him straight up. I'd love to have Barry on here to talk about that. 'Cause I know all of a sudden we ain't heard nothing else about Pennsboro.
Me habla mucho el español.
Yeah, exactly. That dude he's something else.
If you have Barry on, now you can burn me out. If you have Barry on, I know, not seen.
I don't know anything, but he looked like somebody I can see right through. I'll put it that way.
If I still have that picture, I need to send you that. I need to send you a picture.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay. All right. What else we got?
Man, we got tons of racing this weekend, bro. Oh my God, we got tons of racing this weekend. Southern Thunder at Tri County, Brashtown. We got Mars at Kankakee. We got one about interesting. One of Outlaws, Comp Cam doing a co-sanction at Arrowhead.
Oh wow, good for him.
Lucas Oil's at Port and Lernerville.
You don't ever hear there ain't too much with World of Outlaws co-sanctioning anything.
I
ain't saying they haven't ever. It just ain't much of it.
Yeah, they did with the Summer Nationals early this year, but that's it.
Yeah.
But I just found this out, D-Suave. I just found this out tonight. I didn't know. I was talking to D-Suave about it. I had no idea that CompCam was owned by WRG. Did you know that?
Mm-mm. Had no clue.
So I asked Suave this. He says it's really no product. Now, how come how come CompCam is not on Dirt Vision, being WRG?
Are they on anything else?
Flow.
They are on Flow?
Yeah.
Flow must somebody must just have they always been WRG?
Don't know. I just found this out tonight. I have no idea. This blew my mind. When Suave said, you know that's WRG. I said, wait a minute, what?
I was gonna say if they weren't WRG and then bought them out, but they had already had the broadcast deal set.
Contract with Flow. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't either.
Dang. Don't know. Interesting. Blows my mind. Don't know. I need to know. I need to know this. I love to know this. Don't
know. One thing you can know real quick. This weekend, Saturday, from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the Hartsville Regional Airport.
I was going.
Wings over Hartsville. I'm going to tell you, I've got asphalt cars coming. I've got legend cars coming. I've got dirt cars coming. There's going to be a full car show and also airplanes flying in all day, flying out, having competitions, flower drop competitions, what they call spot landing competitions, all that fun stuff. So if anybody's in the area, also all you race car guys, I need some cars over there, more, and all I can get. Struber, if you're in town, bring your truck over there. I need it. We need to show it. There's a bunch of kids coming to this thing, and they love to see race cars. They love it.
Drew, Michael Brown, bring the car to Hartsville.
Yes, anybody. Please bring them over there. The more the merrier. We got a mile of runway to park them down, so we're not gonna run out of room. I promise.
I was going too, bro.
Now you got to work, don't you?
Yep.
So anyway, if anybody wants any more information, I got it posted up. I'll post it up again. The flyer for Wings over Hartsville this weekend. Please come out, whoever can. It's a fun time. They got food trucks. They got all kind of stuff out there. And it's just fun to watch. Every now and then you might get a kid up in an airplane. You never even know. There's all kind of people. Good. Robert said he can do that. Come on, man. I'll send you the info over there. That's awesome.
What's going, man?
That's awesome. So anyway. I'm trying to think. Final race cup in the regular season, Daytona this weekend. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh God, that's right. You told me that. That's right. They moved it. That's right.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
That I can't blame that on NASCAR.
Well, it'll be so hot, Daytona.
No. Daytona didn't want it there anymore. Not the track, the city of Daytona. They did not want it there on July 4th weekend anymore because they said they already were bringing in a crowd for July 4th. Basically, they filled up the city for July 4th. Then they wanted another weekend that they filled up the city. It was a money move for the city. That's all it was.
Oh my, I did not.
Because they said they ran out of places and, basically there weren't as they felt like they could utilize it more, splitting the weekends up. Same reason Chicago. Same reason it's not going back to Chicago on July 4th weekend. They said the exact same thing.
Chicago was run July 4th weekend?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Man, my NASCAR game, bro.
They're not on the schedule. Chicago's not on schedule next year from all the sources I hear. Obviously, but they did put out which one is it? San Diego Air Force Base, I think it is. It's San Diego, I believe. They're making a road course in the Air Force Base.
I mean, I remember Cleveland IndyCar on the airport.
Yep.
Remember that? Yeah.
I remember when the trucks ran there, too.
Same weekend.
Yep.
Back to back.
Yep.
Supporting the car series. Yes. Very good day.
Yep.
You remember Robin Miller?
Oh, yeah.
You remember Robin Miller live from Cleveland?
Oh, yeah.
And that guy, that Mustang, came on the track and he just turned that. If anybody's not seen that, go to YouTube on here, type in Robin Miller in Cleveland, and
between Robin Miller and Jack Hewitt, I mean, never any better interviews.
Hey, you got time for an interview, Dave?
You dang right I do.
So what happened out there? All that stupid flag.
I ain't figured out what that flagman did yet, but it was great.
Okay, he shut the green light back off, and then he put it back. I still can't figure it out. He was in the tuck position. That's all I know.
He was,
and he got hit.
I talked with Jack a few years ago at Eldora, actually.
No, you did not.
Yeah, we sat in the stands right beside him. I got to talk to him for a while. That dude is still something.
Oh my God.
Else. He is still something else.
That'd been worth the trip right there.
Oh yeah. I loved it. I loved it when he ran the late model and had the tail tank under it from the sprint car.
Oh my God. There'll never be another Jack Hewitt, bro. I'm sorry. There'll never be another. Oh my God.
No.
Oh,
one thing to speak of too, man, can you believe so much stuff went out? Can you believe it's been a year since we lost Scott Bloomquist?
Yep. Past weekend.
It does not feel like it.
Nope.
Feels like it was yesterday. Yep. But so it was awesome to see some. I think there were some tracks did some, some memorials to him this past weekend. Stuff.
Nick said something Friday night. Did you see that on?
Who was that?
Nick Hoffman.
I didn't see that.
He gave a shout out to the Bloomquist and when he won his heat race Friday night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. All right. Well, like I said, plenty of racing to watch this weekend. Coming up, not a whole lot around here, but come on out to Hartsville, whoever can. We know you got to work all week. How's it like to have a full-time job now?
Hey, I'm loving this. I'm loving it, but man, that's taking up my time, bro. I ain't got time for nothing anymore, man.
It'd be all right. You'll have some vacation time eventually. I got one coming up next month, so
where you going?
We're going on a cruise.
Look at you, bro.
That's the majority of our vacations. We're going cruises.
Will y'all go to the Bahamas?
No. Well, yes and no. Yeah, I don't even really know where all we're going. I'm one of them that I've been on I'm not bragging by no means, because my mom and dad have been on a ton more than I have. But I've been on enough of them now. I don't care where I'm going as long as it's on the ship away from here.
I'll show you. There you go, on the boat. That's all you need to know. Okay.
I do know we're going to Puerto Rico, and we're going to one of the private resort things for Carnival now. I think it's called Celebration Key. Other than that, I don't even know where we're going.
It does, like you said, it doesn't even matter. Just give you a margarita in one hand, bro, and a Mai Tai in the other. You good to go.
It's a considered an 8-day cruise, so I will be checked out for a little while. I ain't gonna know what's going on in the racing world for them 2 weekends, but you know what? I don't even care.
That's right. I'll shut it off. I'll shut my phone off too. I'll shut it off.
It won't work on there anyway. So
no, there you go.
That is literally what happens when I get on a cruise. When I get on one, I throw my phone in the drawer because it don't work, and I get it out before we get off the ship.
There you go.
The kids aren't going on this one. They're staying with the in-laws, so we'll probably get a little internet package so we can check on them once or twice a day, but that's going to be about it.
Amen, brother. Freaking man.
That's towards I think it's like 20th of September. So I got a little while.
Heck yeah.
I got a month.
Heck yeah. We'll do the show from the Keys. I'm just kidding.
There we go. There we go. I do want to say, though, if anybody, I know some of our listeners also listen to Bubba's Bout Broke podcast, our buddies over there. They are getting up. They got a Bubba's Bout Broke cruise coming up. They're getting a bunch of people booked through them, and a whole bunch of listeners are going. So if anybody's interested, the only reason I'm not booking that one's because I'll literally just be getting back in from this cruise one day.
What were they going on?
I'm not even sure. I can't remember. I just saw the dates and I was like, man. So anybody go check them out if they want to do that. But anyway, man, well, I sure appreciate you coming on with us. I think my buddy,
always.
I think my buddy Brandon Elvis he is one of the announcers at Florence Motor Speedway. Actually, we raced go-karts together way back in the day. I think he's gonna join us probably over Zoom or something next week too. So we'll get a few people rolling with us. But anyway,
sounds good.
Well, good sounds deal, good. Buddy. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody listening, and I guess we'll catch y'all next time.
Later, bud. Have a good week.
Have a good one.